It's Mapletown's annual Founders Day celebration, but there's a problem. The whole town is covered in magical fog, and the only thing that can clear it away is the legendary Fog Flute. But first, they have to find it before the mischievous foxes do. Emma and Max are best friends who love playing outside, especially when there's a mystery to be solved. That's why they weren't at all surprised when they woke up on Founders Day to find their town of Mapletown covered in thick fog. Legend has it that the only way to clear away this type of fog is with the magical Fog Flute, an instrument so powerful it can blow away even the densest fog. The catch was no one knew where the flute was or even if it existed. "Don't worry," said Emma confidently. "I'm sure we'll find it. It's not gonna find itself." She and Max set off down the road to look for clues. They asked a family of rabbits if they'd seen anything, but all the rabbits said was, nothing. Nothing at all. Then they turned and hopped away. As Emma and Max walked further into town, they saw more and more animals dressed in clothes, hats, and glasses, looking very civilized. But that wasn't surprising, because every year on Founders Day, the animals of Mapletown put on their finest outfits to celebrate their human founders who settled in Mapletown many years ago. Then Emma and Max noticed something strange. All the clotheslines were empty. Usually Mapletown's clotheslines were filled with colorful laundry, but today they were all bare. Then Emma saw a small scrap of fabric on the ground. It was a red sock. And when she put it to her nose and sniffed, it smelled like raspberry, like Fiona Fox's raspberry perfume. The friends followed the scent of raspberries to an old, gnarled oak tree. Hidden among its roots was a hole just big enough for a small animal to squeeze through. "I bet the foxes have something to do with this," said Max. He crouched down and looked through the hole. "Do you see anything?" asked Emma. "Yep, a bunch of foxes wearing clothes and hats and," said Max, his voice filled with awe, "they're playing poker." Sure enough, there were 6 foxes at a table, playing cards and arguing over the piles of acorns in front of them. They were so focused on their game that they didn't notice Emma and Max watching them. "Excuse me," said Emma. The foxes jumped and spun around in their chairs. "Who's there?" they cried in unison. "We just want to ask about the Fog Flute," said Max. "Fog Flute," said one of the foxes, yawning. "Ah, you mean this." He took a small, ornate flute out of his pocket and blew into it. A puff of air shot out, but it didn't clear away the fog at all. It just made a funny noise. The foxes burst into giggles. "You fell for it," said another fox, wiping a tear from his eye. "What? You knew I'd fall for it," I cried. "Of course we did," said one of the foxes, still giggling. "We've been looking for someone to play this trick on all morning. It's our favorite prank, especially since we got new material yesterday." He handed the flute to Emma. "Here you go. Want to try?" "No, I don't think I will," she said, shaking her head. "I think we found the real culprit behind this fog." Emma took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and started to sing. Her voice echoed through the trees, carrying on the wind. The animals stopped their celebrating and listened. When she was done, a hush fell over the crowd. "Wow," whispered Max. "Me neither." The animals all cheered and applauded. Emma and Max had cleared away the fog without even needing the flute. All the animals thanked Emma and Max for clearing away the fog so they could celebrate. Then they all joined hands and sang and danced through the streets of Mapletown, happy to finally be able to see each other's smiling faces. Later, when the sun went down and the moon shone bright, Emma and Max sat on a log watching the party. "Do you think they'll let us play poker now?" asked Max with a big grin. "Maybe," said Emma, laughing, "but I think we earned this mystery." And as they watched the townspeople dance and celebrate, they knew there was no place they'd rather be. Thanks for watching. See you next time.